And so today, we'll prove why there are universes in the God of War. And so, let's start with Greek mythology and how the universe began.
In the time before the Titans, before the gods of Olympus, a great battle was waged. The wrath of the primordials. The very beings who forged the earth. Raged out of control for an eternity.
As we can see in the Greek pantheon, the universe was created by the primitives. Now, let's move on to the Scandinavian pantheon.
I have a question. If Ymir was the first giant, where did he come from?
In the beginning, there was Ginnungagap, the great void. There were no realms yet, only primordial forces. There was fire and there was ice, and there in the void they met and produced...
Water?
More than water. The mystic lifeblood of something entirely new. From this water, Ymir took form and became a being of pure creation and chaos, mother and father to all that came after.
And Cory Barlog literally confirms the words of the game and says that each pantheon has created its own multiverse. And Scott Mathewson also confirms the words of Cory Barlog and says that each pantheon has its own multiverse. And the developers explicitly stated that Uranus created the universe. Literally, Uranus created the universe in the Greek pantheon. And even Kronos created time in the entire infinite multiverse of the Greek pantheon. And Scott Mathewson confirms that each of the 9 worlds has its own space and cosmos, which confirms that the 9 worlds are universes. And even the novel says that each world is divided into physical space and has the same physical space, which confirms the words of the developer. That is, the canon of the novel confirms that 9 worlds is the universe. Now, as we can see in the interview, Cory Barlog says that he presents mythologies as separate multiverses and gives an example that accurately shows that each mythology is a separate multiverse.
What we talk about was the idea that all the mythologies of the world are kind of like this Hubble telescope image. They are like galaxies individually spread out throughout a complete universe. And the world is the universe. And all the mythologies are sort of origin stories of various cultures throughout the world, beginning at the beginning of time and stretching all the way out. So at any given time, all the mythologies exist together concurrently, and they are simply separated by geography. So it's important because some people had the conception that, hey, Kratos at the end of God of War 3 destroyed the world. Well, he destroyed what they believed the world was in Greece, which was their world. Everybody believed their world was the only world. In fact, we still believe that today.
And now, we'll move on to why Kratos haters are shaming themselves. And of course, we'll move on to an excerpt that anyone can easily refute.
Really up your head and just see up your head about how does this larger universe God of War fit together with different mythologies. You guys have those ideas locked down? Yeah, we actually created a timeline that talks about during the Greek era, the end of the Greek era, the period of time in between, all the time between what was going on in sort of the Norse myth and how it's all connecting, and also the 3 things happening. So even if we're not covering in the game, or indicated, moves it here and there. The developers one word more background, there's a Bible somewhere that says, alright, around this area there's a mythology called love, so therefore it exists. Yeah, we have it fairly closely guarded in the sense that there are a few people that have it, but we don't want to have too many people starting to dig into other areas. But it's going to be consistent with that has the timeline, how everybody understands.
And this is not only the most hasty generalization, but the haters of Kratos make themselves look stupid. But now I'm going to tell you here what Cory Barlog means is to create a timeline here. He's not talking about literally the whole cosmology. So Kratos haters, stop using this trash interview. You'll just look dumb. Now, many beauty haters always rely on Bruno's words and read him almost like a god. But today, I will show you where Bruno himself says that he is not a canon and cannot be trusted. As we can see, Bruno himself says that he does not know the cosmology of the God of War. And he himself admitted that he is not canon and that this is just Bruno's personal opinion. And he literally bends over the team and says, go to Cory Barlog, which proves that Bruno is not canon. So let's use Bruno's words. I literally proved that Bruno is not canon. So today, I proved why the God of War is a big multiverse. So I advise the Kratos haters to shut their mouths. Kratos solo.